guys, this is Cruise Roy with his EXI 250. I'm using my DR rates and expos on the 250 to tame it down. Just want to go in and show you. First of all, my endpoints for the GP 750 is 25 and 52. Put the gyro on now. The DRs and expos on the aileron, it's 70-20. 70 on the DR, 20 on the expo. Off, it's normal. On the elevator, 70-20 when it's on, and 100 and 0 when it's in the off position. And also, I wanted to see how it works with, I put 450 flybar weights on off of my 450, and she has the Align GP 750 gyro. Alright, let's see how she flies out here. A little damp today. Okay, hit the timer for the battery, motor on. I don't have a really high head speed. I got the pitch set up on the knob, so I brought the pitch up so she hovers at a low head speed, just for playing around. I'm not doing any 3D, but at least for training. There she is, a tad bit squirrely. So this was just to tame it down. It's probably, I don't know if it's okay, I'm a noob, but I did the expos to slow down servo movement, so if I get in a jam I don't flinch like that and goose on the throttle and end up in a crash. And I put the flybar weights on. So they said to put some kind of weight on. The only thing I had was 450 flybar weights, so that's what I used on the flybar. And I'm watching it, and it seems that the flybar is trying to correct itself. I think it helps make it stable. But I set my pitch up on a knob so I can dial in where I got 0 at center stick, or I adjust it so it starts out at 0, and so it'll hover at a lower head speed. And I'm just being careful with this. It's not like the 450. She's got a little twitchiness in her, so just trying to be careful. And it's not really windy, so that's a good thing. But I enjoy these settings. It's making it a little bit easier to maneuver instead of being like super high speed, out of control. Not really good for a noob. I figured it would be something to practice inside, but she does work inside, but the most you can do is hover. You can't do pyros or anything because she is real quick on a draw. So you get a little gust of wind, it pushes it right up in the air. But I don't know if the higher head speed is better. I'm just putting it at a low head speed so I can practice hovering it. And when I get cojones going there, I'll do a pyro or two. But not right now. This is the first time that it's actually almost flown a whole battery, that I've did these adjustments to tame it down a little bit, you know. And also I had to put a align main gear. It's an EXI clone, and the belt kept getting chewed up, so it's got an align belt. I did the align, I modified the tail to take an align tail shaft. The only other problem I have is the blade grips, that little tiny set screw. They tend to come loose, and you can tell because she'll spin out of control. She'll start to spin and just drop the throttle. Very touchy. You just touch the throttle and she'll go right straight up. I have the gyro setting at 20 on rate mode, and believe it or not, 52% on heading mode. Anything higher, the tail starts to wiggle, but I still get a little tail drift, not like the 450. But if I set it any higher, I get a lot of wiggling. I'd rather deal with the tail drifting a little bit than I'm using one of those new Gen Ace batteries. It seems to last longer than my Flight Max batteries. I still haven't converted all my programming over to my short antenna TURNIGY. when she starts to fall with the throttle curved the way I have it, it might not get out and it might crash, but it doesn't have that. Sometimes when I fell, I used to like hit the throttle and it would pop up and just go out of control, so I lowered that. I don't even have 100% anymore. I got 85% on the high. And my TURNIGY battery alarm's going off, but that I set it for 10 minutes on the Flight Max, and this is that Ace Gen there, Gen Ace I think they call them. And it's a full 10 minutes on that battery. I've been flinching on pyros this year. Did a pyro last week. It destroyed my 450, so she's in the hospital right now getting repaired. I'm waiting for a few parts, but and I just wanted to show you guys my settings. See how less sensitive the servos are. And I'm going to let her come down. There you go. Motor off. Like I said, guys, with my settings, and I have the 450 flybar weights on here. And what I was saying is I'm having trouble with this little tiny set screw in here. It keeps going loose and causing problems, but there it is, the EXI 250, and I flew a whole battery without crashing. Clap your hands. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.